Welcome to the Epirus Campaign for Et Impera 1.2.7. In the last part, we fought quite a major defensive action down here, clearing out a Carthaginian army and this army here, which is a bit wrecked, and he's kind of hanging around here a bit. And I think first things first, what I want to do is kind of chase this guy off. I don't want to destroy his army, I just want him to... Okay. Looks like we're going to have to destroy him, whether I like it or not. I don't want him hanging around, that he can go. Oh well, never mind. That's the way it is. And bring you back behind here. And of course what I need to do is push my agent down into this territory a bit, just to find out who's sneaking up on me. We got these guys here who are kind of at peace with us at the moment, but I'm checking that. Wow, they've got some pretty heavy cavalry. And what I would like to do is get in here to see whether the Carthaginians have got any armies in here. We've got this guy hanging around up here, which is an army. And of course, more importantly now, we've got this army here. I'm just going to bring guys up to here. Need to find out what is in here. Okay, it's completely open. We'll bring this guy up for the experience. Go in, overwhelming force. Well, this is going to be an auto resolve, 97%. That gives us Genoa back. And of course we're just going to occupy. What we're going to have to do is leave this army to defend Genoa. It looks like they didn't change anything here. Got a fishmonger. We got an admiral out here. The other thing I wouldn't mind doing is actually raising a navy here as well. Not here. Neither of these are particularly that good. Here, other Melesinian, Shanolian. Let's have a look. Who is who? Right, so we've got these guys who are spare. And we're just going to, wow, a little bit expensive. 180, 140. I think we'll go for the slightly cheaper one. And you're just going to go into port. Well, we can get... Don't want to recruit anything just yet. Yeah, just come in on the edge there. That kind of reinforces this area here. Just let me see what if we built anything. Got a docks in Aritium, and we've got a subterranean aqueduct in Dalminium here. Got one more turn, and that will fountain. And which is the best route to go? Security against agents. That gives me 0.5. That gives me 1%. That's plus 10. Maybe the security against agents might be better. That gives me... I mean, they both got negative income. Actually, I might go the direction of the fountain, I think. You build that. This is... I think we're... I mean, the income's good. We'll just get that built as well. Enemy army retreats. We got rebels there. I think what I am going to do is you guys come up and get this trash. well.
Your next command.
That gives these guys a promotion. What I'm going to do is just, whoops,
Advance.
and then we're going to upgrade this navy and bring you down to here. Only got 16 units.
Your orders. We're
We'll-
going to need a bigger fleet.
Yes, we probably will need a bigger fleet.
Commander.
And I'm going to bring this army up to here. Your job is going to be to defend here.
Ready for battle.
How far off? Wait. A few more turns and you'll be ready to go. We'll keep this army floating in here a moment because he may have to come up to here. So this is turned positive. Probably under the influence of that agent there. I think that's all we can do this turn. So we're just going to go for an end turn. Oops, we've got promotions. Not promotion, sorry.
Ready for orders.
Here we got so I want my usual campaign movement range. Keep that. And we'll just go for an end turn. Okay, how's this thriving trade? Yeah, we'll take trade. Daughter comes of age. That means we can start sending her out on some military missions. Construction report. Oh, we got a whole load of stuff built. Now we got a copper mine in Epidemius. I certainly want that because I want to upgrade. I think we'll go for armor. That is a definite. That's worth the money. Quite a long way. Faction encountered Lydia. See if anyone actually likes us enough to give us trade. Italian nobles. I don't really want to do that. Adrii. Athens. We got trade. Will you guys go for trade?
I throw. You will.
So we're probably going to end up at war with them anyway. So Novi hate us.
Greetings, friend. We will
I mean,
speak
sometimes with a long shot like that, you can get trade. I mean, it's a bit of an odd mechanic in the game. Seller hate us. Oh, this is the Iceni. Let's see if the Iceni will go for it.
Speak quickly and well.
Ooh, look at
Speak
that.
ill slowly, and I may.
I'll take that.
Guards above.
No idea what these guys
I am
will
sure
trade.
you have many plenty, but
Who are you? Can't trade with you anyway. Trade with
I
you.
welcome you, worthy speaker.
Nope, I can't
I
trade
do
with
not
these.
think our people.
We trade with you. Nope. I think what we'll do is we got a bit of cash now. Who's our new daughter? Let's get rid of Joe deceased. Yeah, here. Nope, we've got you. You need to get married, actually. Get you married. I mean, it will cause a little bit of politics. Who's the new daughter then? Oh, here we are. We got them up here. Got two of them. No, we got one here. She really needs to get married as well, but we'll send you on a diplomatic. Kind of thinking. Let's send you to the Adrii, and then you can get married as well. Got to keep the family growing. Politics here, good. Of course, we're in winter now, so we can't really do that much.
At your command.
I'm just going to bring this army kind of out in this way.
Is that all?
I think a full stack army coupled with that. How's the garrison here? I mean, the garrison's already growing because this is a tier 3. So eventually we'll have a garrison at 15 and 17.
Honor to serve.
I think I'm just going to get a
Ships.
supply ship in there. Wish I could get rid of these guys. Just being a real pain in the neck, but I think I'm going to pull this
At your command.
army back to about just this side of Paventium, because if we've got these guys lurking in the woodwork here,
Swifter than Hermes.
yeah, you've got no
In your
back to
service,
here.
I never tire. Can I be of more assistance?
This isn't a particularly strong army, but it's exactly the same problem as in the last part. What we've got is just lots and lots of units. I mean, they're 200, they're 175, they're 175. So whenever there's an auto-resolve, these guys will always have the edge. Got these guys here being plonkers.
Ready for orders.
This navy is not really big enough to do anything, but I think we'll
Assembling the fleet.
bring this fleet back, kind of back up to reasonable strength, because I can't afford to have a weak navy here. So I think that's all we can do this turn. So we're just going to go for an end turn. I think I'm just going to let them take this, and then I'll go back in. It's close to defeat though. What is the garrison? No, we got no cavalry. If I had cavalry, I'd fight it, but I don't really want to get in here. I mean, these guys are a real pain in the neck, so close to defeat. I've got a surprise for you. Political intrigue, consequences returned. Accompanied, your armies will march further for a while. Thank you. That would be very useful. An old enemy is back. Edict cancelled. Attack harvesting. Rebellion imminent in Illyricum. Yes, thank you, game. Right. Yes, I know. We've now got the copper.
Commander.
Okay, what was that? Right, we've now finished the village here. And
We hunger for battle. We take this settlement. None will escape.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to fight this, because we've got lots of armies hanging around, and I can't afford to take lots of yeah, I mean, it says 74%. I think we can do better than that. This is a navy and it's wrecked, and this time we've actually got cav. So we're going to fight this in Asculum. Oh, we're certainly not fighting in the fog. Nice and dry. What type of sea? Oh, yep. Seems to be quite a popular city layout in Italia. We're just kind of put our slightly scrappy front line together. I think this army could probably do with a little bit of a rebuild, to be honest. I think we'll have you guys there. When it is a bit of, it was originally a little bit of a scratch army, so. You got us there. Yeah. I have a cab out on that side. You on that side, General. What have we got left? Yeah, this is the bigger landing point, but there's no point having these guys. Let me see. I think what we will do is we'll pick about 3 of these guys, and then we'll put them out on this side here. I'm going to put them up in the trees so that we can have a bit of an ambush. We'll have you guys kind of working this flank and the general there. First thing we're going to do is go and destroy these guys. That's a job for the cav. I'm going to hide these guys in the trees. So it looks like their navy's going to come in on this side, so I'll just kind of move the front line forward. And I think we'll have these slingers over here. Actually bring the slingers over here as well. We'll concentrate our forces. Yeah, I'll get the cav in amongst this lot. Slingers. My general. Didn't get too close, guys. Okay, we're going to peel off a couple of you guys. Come into here. We get control of the actual town. That would give the AI a little bit of a problem. It means we can get in amongst these guys. You push this way. Slingers come in. Can you get through there? Actually, no, don't get too close to the edge. Cav, you've had your fun. Come out here. General over here. Sarissa's out here, work with the general. Quarantine's in.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Get the Tarantines out of there, actually. Okay, just push these guys in.
Italian swordsmen!
Swordsman in.
Shock cavalry ready! Riders at the double! Heavy horse at your command! Hoplites!
Right, there's their general or admiral. Just keep pushing them. We're in amongst them.
Our general is under attack.
Yep.
We await your command!
Keep pushing.
Slingers! Take aim! By your command! Spear infantry ready and waiting! Attack their position! Agrionian! General!
Have pull away.
Melee troops! Commander! Understood! Ready and waiting! Italian
You guys push on these
loose!
slingers. Concentrate on those. You push through onto them. Actually, slingers. You guys start to focus fire on.
At your service! Ready and waiting! Commander! Orders understood! Men of Italia! At your service!
Right, I want a. This is their run path, so we go this way. Tarantines crush these guys.
Tarantine cavalry! Your orders! Hoplites ready! Slingers! Understood!
Slingers forward.
At your command!
Start to focus fire on these guys.
The enemy! Hoplites! Quick march! Sarissa cavalry! For glory! Men of Italia!
Right, these guys are kind of. Where's the Tarantines gone?
Cavalry!
Got a job for you. Just run these guys down.
Advance! Slingers! By your command! Take infantry at your command! By your command! Companion
You
cavalry!
guys start to pull away.
Slingers! Understood! Missile infantry ready! Loose!
And Tarantines, you just chase these guys down. You kind of pull back.
Ready for orders! Slingers! Now! Heavy horse at your command! Engage! Ready and waiting! As you command! Sword!
Swordsman. Of course, this is the point where the AI just sits out there. Push these guys off, please. Oops, nope. Wrong unit. Ah. Alright.
Missile infantry at your command! Fire!
Right, we'll just have to try and wait for them to come ashore now. If they don't come ashore, then you get back here. You guys can kind of pull back.
One of our units.
Gone. There we are. End battle. Lost 168 and we've annihilated this navy. It might retreat and then that'll give my navy a chance to come in and wreck it as well. Teach them to come up and take Asculum, won't it? Also proves that I need to keep at least one army floating free in the centre of Italia, just to defend against these kind of random naval attacks. And down they go. And we're just going to take our settlement back. What we will do is put in the text harvesting again. And so we got something here to do with characters. What we got here, the golden goal. I think we'll free him. This is prosperity, 10% wealth more. Okay, we'll take that. Right, we got some money. These guys mess up Asculum. No, they didn't. Just kind of took some of my... What's the public order here like? It's a bit icky at the moment, but that's understandable. Genoa is being built. And we got quite a lot of money flowing in, but let's see what this situation's still a bit rough down here. Miss. How much extra garrison will I get for that? Actually nothing, won't I? That would give me 12. What I'm looking for is, see, I'm not getting cavalry. A bit antisocial, to be honest. What we got here? Got food. I'm not particularly that interested in food at the moment. Retium. And we could take that up for some more food there. Yeah, you're okay. Plus we got these guys here are plugging away. I mean, I'd like to take this up, but if I do that, I'll get bad public order. I think probably if I can get the recruitment here, I think we're... Oh, I'm going to get a couple of these guys. I want to start building this navy up. You can get into here. Just keep training up my elite army. This is my kind of A1 elite army.
Ready for orders.
I think this army could probably do another cav unit, but nothing too expensive. Again, this is going to be more of a defensive type army here. This is Ligurian cavalry. That's pretty good actually, and it's not that expensive, so I think we're... I mean, we don't have much of a front line here. Well, we've got levy hoplites, but I think we'll just drop in and go there. Talk to my new daughter. Where is she? We'll send her out on a mission. We're go to the Adrii again. What can I give you? Anything that would give you... I think that +2 authority will make a difference, even though technically she can't fight on the battlefield. Research faction wide, yes, we'll take that. And I want to take a quick shifters. I think we're going to have to try and hit this guy. If we can... Oh. Actually, what's my other spy doing? Lost a spy. You're there. Where's Irene? Well, you're kind of hanging around here. I think what I wouldn't mind is you to come down into, say, this area. Because if we're going to expand, we may need to kind of push out through across here rather than go for the Adrii. Of course, we really need to sort out Carthage first. But I think at the moment, I mean, what I would like is for somehow What is these guys like? Aggressive, reliable. They're actually military allies of Carthage. Thank you, game. Got these guys kind of around. Where is Carthage? Carthage is kind of all over the place at the moment. We've got stuff down here. You know, ideally, what I'd like to do is come in and take these and get control of the water. But to do that, I'm going to need at least 2 navies operating here, because if I can get 2 navies operating here, especially if I can get Corrales, that effectively gives me control over the waters. So if I've got control over the waters, that's going to make conquering Sicily a bit more easier. Because the problem with coming in through Sicily is that you've got 2 ports or 3 ports here, each of which are going to be attacked by navies. So I think maybe what we need to do is kind of sneak across and take Alia. If I can take Alia, that gives me a kind of back door into what we call it, Corrales. I need to get this army coming south, because we probably will have to bash our way through here. This army is back up to strength again. I wouldn't mind getting a... Wow, look at these elite slingers. You've got some... I wouldn't mind a couple of crossbowmen in this army as well. Anyway, I think that's about it. I've just gonna... Yeah, we got some unassigned skills. Epirus the second. Are you? Fight the basilisk. You're kind of going to be a more of a front line. I think we'll give him that. I just want to give a bit of clout to the cavalry. I think we'll give him some of that. You are an army, aren't you? You haven't got any elephant units. I certainly wouldn't mind another elephant unit in here, but I think we'll just leave that for the moment. Actually, where are you? You're here. I mean, can you recruit anything here? I mean, we got some cav. Maybe we need a little bit more of a front line. I mean, these guys are 10, 13. We've got the money for it, so oops. And again, I think we're going to put in one of these, because this just kind of deters the AI from being optimistic because of the size of the units. I'm going to go for an end turn. Okay, we've got a child, a spawn. Mission failed, yeah, well. Rebellion in Illyricum again. The Golden Gore, 10% wealth, yes, thank you. We haven't built any more buildings. Household expands, what's that? General's got edict issued. Now, our friends are creeping up here. I'm working on the principle. If I keep zapping this guy, he may actually... What we'll do is thank you. Oh, our spies actually got some promotion for once. We'll put this guy into the garrison. We're going to start bringing this army down. We got this army. They're no threat though, because we've got 17 plus that, and we got the garrison recovering as well now. Steadily. Got 9,000 to spend. Still got problems here. I think we're going to have to push that up, whether we like it or not. Yes, you're kind of neutral. Probably the polite way of saying it. You're going to just have to kind of stay in this area for the moment. That brings this back to 0 because these armies are now... Actually, you can probably just drop into patrol for a... Actually going to take a chance here. can actually reach this army.
March.
Ah, cancel.
As one.
Disband you. You're gonna go into there, and I'm gonna give you those two.
On the move.
And what I'm gambling is I can recruit
Come.
2 of these.
Fight with us.
What that gives is this army a couple of elite slingers. That gives me crossbowmen to support this front line, which makes this army even more formidable than it already is. Which is pretty good.
Ready for orders.
Don't very much where we can recruit.
We hunger for battle.
We've got 3 cav in here. Got a little bit of mercenary swordsmen.
Your orders.
I think we're just going to keep building
Assembling the fleet.
this navy up and this army a little bit. We get, so I don't want to spend vast amounts of money on them. Greek archers. Well, got Thoros swordsmen here as well. These are quite cheap, so
Soldiering.
we'll get a couple of these.
Good life.
So this is very much a budget army. I think that's a bit of an understatement. Got a lot of infantry actually. I should cancel that. Got too much infantry. What we need is a bit more of a front line, to be honest. Because we've got no front line. I mean, we've got a couple of levy hoplites, which are absolutely rock bottom cheap. Got here, we got some Epirus spearmen. I mean, these guys are okay at a pinch. What okay, we got dog unit. Oh, I've got to buy one of those. I mean, to be honest, the dog units in this game are pretty kind of icky. Actually, oh well, we've got some Theros spears here as well, so we'll get a couple of these in. That brings this army up to full strength. It's a bit of a ragbag army, but it's cheap. If we get an opportunity, we'll use the dog unit. What's the other stats with it? Really liked the dog units in Attila, but to be honest, the dog units in Rome 2 are iffy at best, is probably the polite way of saying it. I think we've got enough time for one more turn, so we're just going to go for an intern. We've got more skills. Where are we? Oh yeah, we've got my agent. We've got
Can I be of
a
assistance?
promotion. Use campaign movement range after sabotaging supplies. What else have we got? No, we're not really interested in that. I think we'll go with that. Just go for the intern. We got rebellion, epidemius, mission failed, research tactics. Well, that's okay. Mission issued, research technology in siege. Got a motivated population in Macedonia. War declared, faction destroyed. Yeah, well, got a subversion attempt. And what we've got is our friends are back. They're kind of lurking in here somewhere.
At your service, treading softly. In your service,
They're kind of lurking about here. Indulgence, counterintelligence. I mean, no great rush, so what we're going to do is make a little bit of surprise down for these guys.
You have further orders?
This army, and we got a bit of a problem here, so we'll just
Ready for further orders.
put you into patrol.
Faster!
Probably it's the provincial stability, so we need to work that out first. Just going to got here. Well, we can't take that up because we haven't got any wood. We're okay for food and income. Just get back to here. Where's that daughter? They're out on a mission. And the Adrii are getting a little bit upset with us. Actually, let's be a bit cheeky. Send him to her to them. You're ready. You're ready. You're ready. Zoom out a little bit. Is everybody married? And you're not married, but you're on your last mission, second to last mission. You reach the maximum level. Let's just make sure these are all. I wouldn't mind bringing in a second one of you, although you're 46, you're 39. I mean, these guys are quite young. You're 34, you're 36. How old is my faction leader? 62. So where are you? You're right in Ida. You're the faction heir. Got here. Oh, I think we're gonna give him that. So you're here. You're only like a 2-star general. Really should get him a little bit more into the battle. This fluctuating. Probably there's some idiot here raiding or something like that. Here we've got. So we got a full stack army here now. What I would like to do is get my agent over here, but what we'll probably have to use is what we call it, veteran. Can I recruit any more agents? No, 333. We really need to take more settlements so that we can get Imperium. We got thriving trade, influence overlooked. Yeah, my influence is horrible. One more look round to see what we can get. What's the public order here? The public order's a bit kind of icky. What we're going to do is just sneak you across the border and let you guys upgrade. And we're going to slide you back into Bologna. These guys can wait one more turn. I wouldn't mind a bit more money, but I mean the public orders. What we got here? Fishmonger. What's the garrison here? 17. I put in go the wealthy route. Give me. I think we're just going to wait with that for the moment. Got Ida. I mean, we got 3 more turns before we get the armor upgrade. That's going to be very useful. We got this here. Keep coming back to this, but I mean, we got plenty of food. Then food can drop very quickly. We got here. Cannot build insufficient funds. What would we get for this? Fish, and you kind of get an extra 250 for that. Maybe I'm a bit inclined just to try and hang on to the money. I mean, we're gonna have armies down here for a little while. At the moment we're getting 5 food and 50 wealth. We may get anything better from this. The wine trader will give us a bit more growth. 4% tariff from trade agreements. Don't have a public order problem. Slave trader, grain market. I mean, we've got agriculture and farming down here. Wondering whether if we go to a grain market, that will. Yeah, I think we're going to flip that to a grain market. We'll lose. Yeah, I think if we flip that to a grain market. And I think I will risk taking this up to offset the loss of the food from here. I think that might work. And then what we got also we got here, we got a light. Yeah, so we're going to need some squalor management in there to offset the port. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, if we take out the Yozos that are in this area, what we might be able to do is kind of push in and take one of these settlements. The only downside is that if I do that, I'm going to have to leave an army there. And I'd rather kind of have a crack at these. But I can imagine, yeah, another one of these big kind of massive armies like that. Get 300 Libyan spearmen. That's the whole problem of fighting these guys. And Carthage is very much the same. Anyway, until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.